I'm your co-host, Kelsey.
And I'm Cindy.
And welcome to Marathi in Law, the podcast where we explore language, love, and life across cultures. Welcome to Marathi in Law.
Yay.
Today we are joined by my favorite person, Gayatri.
Hi.
How are you?
I am great.
Are you excited?
Yes, very excited.
Me too.
Let's go.
So I want to do a slight introduction of you. So Gayatri was very good friends with Jaydeep, my fiance, prior to me meeting Jaydeep. She and a couple other people, I think, are the foundation of why Jaydeep turned out to be a decent boyfriend and even better fiance, and hopefully
welcome.
even better husband. Yes, thank you. Many thank yous.
Yeah.
We hit it off right away. A funny thing, I think I've told you before.
Yeah.
We met really shortly after I met Jaydeep, 2 weeks after I met Jaydeep.
Right.
I met you and I think 7 other people at the same time.
Yes.
At the time, you were dating Soham, now husband. He was in Texas.
Yes.
So he wasn't at that first game night that we had. It was on 4th of July.
Right.
But I made Jaydeep write down everyone's names, who was going to come. And then I practiced saying them and I memorized everyone's name.
I remember this.
And he told me the only name you need to remember is Gayatri.
Oh my God. She will take care of everything else.
Okay, so I don't even bother with everyone else's names. But yeah,
the extrovert in me is very happy.
But I can still remember like writing on a piece of paper, and he had long fallen asleep, and I was still like, Gayatri, Deepa Jan, Swati, like reciting everyone's name.
Now, were you like overwhelmed or a little nervous to meet his friends? Or?
Good question. I think I was a little nervous simply because I was meeting so many people at once. And because I just had this sense that you guys were really close and I wanted to make a good impression, you know?
Right.
I just like knew like he was gonna be important and I really wanted his friends to like me. What I didn't expect was how much I was gonna like you guys. Like I like his friends almost more than I like my own friends.
Well, likewise, because to be very honest with you, I didn't know how to interact with someone from a different culture. I mean, I have friends who are American or from other cultures.
Right.
But being Jaydeep's girlfriend, we would hang out with you a lot.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how that would go. And you were so like great about all of it. It's so effortless with you. So.
Well, not effortless because I memorized your name the night before, but yeah.
But yeah, just to you're very approachable.
What was your first impression when you met me at that group gathering?
Oh my God, she's as loud as I am. No, I think, to be honest, my first impression was exactly this, that it's how easy it was to talk to you, how nicely you and Jaydeep were interacting with each other.
Yeah.
Even though you had met, like 2 weeks back? Yeah.
I think only 2 weeks.
You had a really good connection from the start, which was nice.
I think so too. And then also what I liked was that you were ragging on Jaydeep immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, excellent. Like, perfect.
This is my person.
Right. Yeah. And you were teasing him about stuff that I also had already started to. So it wasn't like, I was like, haha. Gayatri also notices that you are annoying in these ways. And the best part about Jaydeep is that he can take a joke. Yes. So he loves when you guys make fun of each other. He like you guys are like siblings.
Yes.
And so the fact that you were making fun of him and I was like, see, I genuinely think he enjoyed it. Like,
yeah, I think that is how our equation has always been, me and Jaydeep.
Yeah.
That we would have a lot of banter between us. I think with any of my close friends, I have a very similar equation, and Jaydeep was,
Yeah, but you guys do have a connection. You guys have a connection that is very familial. Like, you have a connection that it really does feel like a brotherly, sisterly Love.
Doing those 18-kilometer long runs. Just each other by our side.
So that does bring up the like hate-love relationship that you have with siblings.
You can't like someone for 18 kilometers.
Nope. No. I wouldn't know. I've never ran more than like...
But you can guess.
Yeah. No, and I think too, JD doesn't have a sister and you don't have a brother. And like, I just really feel maybe in a past life you guys were actually related or something. Like, it's just you have really a connection where...
You also talk in the same way, I guess.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. It's really funny. And then Tombi actually acts like his older sister.
Oh my God.
I think that's the relationship that they have.
That's nice. I'm probably the younger.
Yeah, exactly. He has a lot more respect for Tombi.
Yeah.
I think he's afraid.
Maybe you should respect me more.
Obviously.
I'm kidding.
Obviously. So tell me about you and Soham. You guys met on a date, which I actually didn't realize this because I asked Jaydeep about, he calls it the Marathi people dating app.
Yes.
And I didn't know that's how you met Soham. I don't know how I think
it didn't seem like that.
No, you
so
guys are...
my father saw his profile on the Marathi people dating app, and I was like, oh, this guy looks nice, and I was like, not in a... I didn't kind of right away. I don't know. I wasn't in the mood to see someone at that time.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone else and I thought it might go somewhere, but it didn't. Yeah. And I'm happy it didn't.
Thank God, yeah.
But yeah. So I didn't think a lot about Soham. I just registered him subconsciously probably. And then I was talking to a friend who mentioned her ex-boyfriend who... I wanted to put a face to the name. So I, of course, investigated him on Facebook.
Why aren't you obsessed with me?
Exactly. And I saw Soham in his Facebook cover picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
wait, so your friend knew him already?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't understand how you and Jaydeep have such small world.
Right? So in Pune.
I looked up the population of Pune.
Yeah.
Like 8 fucking million people.
Yes.
But based on your guys' experience, you'd think there were 20 people. 20 families that lived in
Pune. I believe everyone knows everyone through 1 or 2 or 3 degrees of separation. If I meet someone from Pune, I am very, very sure that I would find some mutual friend with that person.
See,
I don't know why.
It doesn't surprise me that you feel that way because you have 800 billion friends and acquaintances. Jaydeep is outgoing, but he's not as
extrovert.
You're very magnetic. Like people just like come to you. You know, that's like I love Gayatri.
Yeah.
I just love Gayatri. She's the best.
I have Riz.
Yes. If I met someone from Pune, I could find like 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I could find a 3rd or 4th connection to the point where I went to your birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
I became friends with Havisha.
Yeah.
I was like, let's hang out with Havisha.
Yeah.
And he was like, I think
I know her.
And it turns out his brother and her brother are best friends. And I was like, what the hell? This is so weird.
Not surprising to me. I think I can probably trace it down to a few things. The schools in Pune are fairly in a very short radius.
Okay.
So are the colleges. So are the, any extra classes that you would go to.
Like extracurriculars, you mean? Like
not extracurriculars. People would go to coaching or tuition classes.
Okay, but that's like tutoring for maths
stuff?
Okay.
Yeah, for like going into some institutes, like premium institutes.
Yeah.
IITs, or the NITs, or BITS.
Yeah.
I said BITS 3rd intentionally because Soham went there. I didn't want to put it first, And so, so I saw him in that cover picture of the friend's ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
And that is how I thought, oh, I've seen this picture somewhere. I've seen this person somewhere.
Oh, because my dad
had
showed you the profile
picture. Yeah.
Okay.
And after 2 days, I realized that, oh, this is it.
Oh my God.
That is when so I realized that he's friends with a friend of mine.
So he's not all bad.
No, I wanted to make sure.
Or he was even more.
So we had a lot of
Which is better, the fact that he was friends with a friend of yours, or if he was a complete stranger.
So I think friends with a friend is much better.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But we had a lot of mutual friends, but one of those is whom I could ask.
Yeah.
So I asked her, and all she told me was that he's a nice guy, and I can assure you that he won't probably give you any traumatic experience.
Okay.
So that was good enough. You know the dating world.
Highest praise. He won't kill you is honestly the highest praise.
Exactly. A guy could.
Yeah, honestly.
Very nice.
I mean, do you remember Christine when she first met JD? She said he seems like he could be a nice guy.
I agree with her.
And that was like,
oh my God.
She was like, that's the highest praise I can give you.
I
And I'm like,
agree.
he's not going to play you, it sounds like, is what she was
Yes.
saying. Like,
Yes.
he's not going to be,
He doesn't have it in him to play a girl.
and he's not disingenuous.
Yeah.
Which I think is very true about someone.
Yeah,
Is
that's true.
What you see is what you get. He's very authentic from the
Exactly.
get-go.
Yeah, sometimes a way too authentic. So I want him to say that my outfit looks nice, but he won't say it if
Yes.
it doesn't. Oh, anyway. So, so then I spoke to him and he called me and we spoke on the phone for a long time. I believe we spoke for an hour or two. And it
Were you guys
was
doing FaceTime or
No.
because he was in Texas?
on
right?
an audio call. Yeah, but not FaceTime.
Mm.
So I spoke to him for, I think, 2 months.
Yeah.
And we were talking on the phone and we were texting and it was really nice. And I decided to meet him in November.
Mm-hmm.
He was so sweet. He was so nice to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time we met, I was really nervous. I still remember I was very nervous because he was really nice to me.
Yeah.
And he was asking me what I wanted to do. He planned the day based on the things that I like. And it was so nice. And I was like, I'm not used to nice guys. Please be a little toxic so that I think you're real. I mean, not really, but
That's so cute.
right.
Good.
Kitty. So we met. We spent 3 or 4 days. Had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back to Boston and I was really nervous because for me this was it. If I
Yeah.
date him, then it's serious.
Yes. Yeah. As
And
it's long distance.
exactly.
There's two factors here, right?
Exactly.
So the first is that it's long distance.
Yeah.
You're here in Boston and he's in Houston.
Yes.
And you can't casually date someone who lives
Yeah.
several states,
Yeah.
like a different time zone.
Exactly.
And then two,
I was also in a place where I wanted to. Yeah.
yeah. And then on top of that, what I was going to say is that your parents are already involved because they know about him.
Yep.
But did you tell them
No.
that you were going? No, you
No,
didn't tell
I didn't. I intentionally didn't tell them.
That's smart because once
yeah.
you start to tell your parents
Yeah, they want. Yeah.
a thing
Yes.
and you don't want to tell them about somebody that they have to immediately forget.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was very nervous. I spoke to a lot of friends, getting some reassurance.
Yeah.
I think this is my process. I get very nervous about things. I think of all the possible scenarios and then I get some good clarity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that is exactly what happened. I still remember.
I think that I do something similar.
Yeah.
But it's almost like I already know what I'm gonna do. But it's like you want the confirmation.
Right.
Go to all your friends and say, am I thinking clearly?
Yeah.
Or am I thinking like has something clouded my judgment? Especially when it comes to romance, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can be blinded by the good things about someone and totally ignore what to everyone else is a serious red flag.
Certainly. Yes.
Right. But I know what you're talking about because
Yeah.
I think a lot of major life decisions, I do a lot of calling and asking, but it's almost like I already know what I'm going to do and I'm
Right.
just waiting for confirmation that that is indeed a good idea.
No, I fully get it because I need that kind of reassurance to increase my confidence about
Yeah.
but yeah, I agree with you that happens. And yeah, I think eventually I still remember I was in Cambridge, somewhere near Harvard Square, and I was walking because the weather was really nice. And I was going back home from work. And I took a longer walk because I wanted to talk to him on the phone.
Cute.
And we were talking. And I think on that phone call I think it somehow hit me that this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't tell him right away, but I did tell him eventually.
Mhm.
It's very funny because I was discussing all these serious things with him.
Yeah.
I told him these could be the potential issues that we might have. This is how I am. This is how I think you are.
Mhm.
And it was very serious. I went on for half an hour. And then I asked him, do you have any reservations? Do you have any concerns?
What did he say?
He asked me, are you okay if I eat non-vegetarian food?
Okay, if you are with someone, like Jadip doesn't eat beef. I don't cook beef at home. If we go out to eat, I can get it.
Yeah.
But it's not that you adjust your life around people.
I agree.
I don't like smoking, and I think I could even date a smoker if that person was Jadip. But Jadip would never smoke. Okay, let's be clear for listeners. We are both past 30.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And so when I was 20, I thought smoking was a deal. My deal breaker list was longer.
Yeah.
The closer I got to 30, the more I was like, I do not give a crap about that stuff. I care about how someone's going to treat me.
Certainly.
I care about being authentic with someone, about being able to be my actual self. I feel like you can relate.
Certainly.
Right?
Yeah.
We have strong personalities.
Certainly.
And I think there's also a side of us that probably, for me, Jadip, and you, Soham, they're one of the few people who actually gets to see that other side of us.
Yes, for sure.
And so there's for me, I'm very goofy with him.
Exactly. Oh my God, I thought it was just me.
Yeah.
The needy side.
Constantly, every time I make a joke, I'm like, is it funny?
Yes.
Is it funny?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that I am like that with every single person. Am I funny? I am funny.
No, I just know I'm funny, so I don't need to check.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you think I am funny?
Absolutely. I laugh at all.
On record. Thanks, Kelsey. I'm on a mission to get people to say that I'm funny.
My favorite thing you've ever said, which has become a legend. You were talking about you and Soham. Were you already married at this point?
No.
Were you about to get married? He was still in Texas. You were here.
Yeah.
You're like, we're engaged. We're about to get married. I'm texting him on the bus, and he's not responding. And if he was responding, it was thumbs up emoji.
Yeah.
And you said to me, why is he not obsessed with me? This
should be
peak time in our lives to be obsessed with each other. And I was
should be.
That is my new life motto.
Right?
Why aren't you obsessed with me?
Yeah.
When Jadip is not paying enough attention to me, I now say to him, why aren't you obsessed with me? And it actually is cute because it's a signal to the other person of just hey, I'm
I want you to be obsessed with me. Well, what about you? How was your progression in this relationship, in the sense that how did you know he's the one?
Very similar to you, and the fact that it was quite quick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I missed him after only knowing him for 4 days. That was kind of crazy to me. And also just that we were both on the same page. And really what sealed the deal was the authenticity, like we were talking about.
Right.
I really felt like I could be 100% myself around him.
Yeah.
Maybe not from the first date.
Yeah.
Because I, like you, was also a little nervous. I mean, it's hard not to be.
Also, he was in a mask in one of his photos. So.
Yeah.
Probably would have played safe.
If I wasn't nervous, that was a problem.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, I was but honestly, from the second date on, I just felt like I could totally be myself 100% around him. And for me, that was the most freeing feeling.
Yeah.
I think. So how do you think things are different now that you're married versus when you were dating? I mean, some of it's hard because he moved.
Yeah.
So some of it's just living with each other, which you weren't able to do before.
Things are different, as in he doesn't text me anymore saying that he will be away for a No,
You're like, he no longer sends me diamonds
Yeah.
every week. It's so annoying.
I don't think things are any different, honestly. Even when we're living apart. When we're living together, it's of course much better. And
Yeah.
I'm a different person. I sleep on time. I wake up on time.
Right.
I'm so regulated when he's around. When he's not there, I still sleep and wake up on time, but I just miss him a lot.
Yeah. Cute.
But I think even after we got married or after we got engaged or whatever, I don't think anything changed because, I mean, of course, the dynamic around the relationship, I won't say changes. I would say it expands a bit because now your families are included.
Yeah. It's funny.
And
I remember you mentioning when you went back for your wedding,
Yeah.
that there was a point in time
yeah.
where you were really just overwhelmed
Yeah.
with the because you had a lot of events and you're doing
Yes.
everything very traditional.
Yeah.
A lot of waking up ridiculously early in the
Yep.
morning to do some of
Yep.
these different events. And I remember at one point you were telling me that you just kind of like lost it. Like you were just,
Yeah, I'm
just like
going to be
overwhelmed.
Yeah, like very honest with you here. Neither me nor Soham married the way we wanted to get married.
Right.
We wanted to. So I think, okay, this is where I think the cultural aspect
Mhm.
would come in.
Mm-hmm.
Our parents wanted to get us to get married in a certain way.
Right.
And culturally, it's the first wedding of the house.
Yep. Yeah. For both of you.
For
Right.
both of
Yep.
us. And at some point, we didn't want to argue so much. Soham and I have a whole life to live together.
Right.
I think we did this for our parents.
Right.
And we were extremely annoyed because neither of us is religious. We are agnostic. So we don't care about most of the rituals that were done. But the
Right.
parents cared about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I did try to resist a lot of things in the beginning, but I just realized that it's taking a lot of my energy.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't enjoy the wedding rituals at all. I think they're very patriarchal. I think they're very, I don't know, it's just not very practical
Yeah.
also. So
What specifically were you against doing? Did you get your way with any of those things? Were you able to not do some of them? You just said no immediately. Did you get No, it's the first time in your life, Gayatri, you didn't. You're still bitter about it.
Yeah, I think I just think that there's a lot of pressure on like the wedding day being one of the most important days of your lives.
Yeah.
And I just told myself that it's not.
Yeah.
And that did the trick.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the mehendi ceremony way more because it
Mhm.
was just friends and some close family
Right.
and Soham. And Soham, a lot of Soham's friends couldn't be there. Some of my close friends couldn't be there
JD
at the
was not
wedding.
there.
Exactly. So you were not
He
there,
does. I think he does regret not going for your.
right?
I do.
But honestly, I don't think I had the time to talk to anyone on the day of my wedding.
Right.
It was a big wedding.
Yeah.
So yeah,
600 and some.
600 for the ceremony, 400 for the reception. Although, yeah, I think I did it for my parents and I made sure that they know it because I don't want to engage in any of this ever again.
Right. Like
And-
line in the
Yeah,
I did you this favor. Everything after the wedding
is
And
by
I-
my terms.
it's actually not bad, right? Because
Yeah.
it's the marriage that's most important. And if
Exactly.
you get to live the marriage on
Yep.
your terms, which
Yep.
should be how it's
Yeah,
done
yeah, yeah,
here in some
exactly.
terms,
Yep.
then that's what's most important.
I agree. I think the financial background also plays a role here. Both I and Soham come from middle class families.
Mm-hmm.
So, which means that our parents care a lot about how people perceive them. I'm not saying that other financial classes don't,
Yeah.
but this particular class is very, very sensitive to how the society would perceive them.
Mm-hmm.
And hence the parents were all the more reluctant to have a different wedding.
Yeah.
So we kind of understood that.
Right.
But then we also made it very clear that we can't engage in any of the traditional or religious stuff after this
Right.
until we want to.
Right. If it's something that you want to do.
Exactly.
I think that's probably true in the US. That the main difference is in India, it is still very much community
Yeah,
based, right?
definitely.
So your community is still very much where you grew up.
Yeah.
Whereas in the US, I think maybe that was true for my parents' generation, but it's no longer true for my
Yes,
generation.
yeah.
I think they were in between me and my parents' generation. Everybody moved. They moved around so much around the US
Yeah.
that it's not necessarily the case anymore.
Right.
I'm sure there are some places where that is still true, but I would say on the whole, it's no longer an opportunity to showcase to everyone
Right.
else.
Right.
Because I think that that's what the weddings typically are. It's an opportunity for you to throw a huge party
Yeah.
and say,
Yeah.
I'm sharing my happiness. Like
Yeah.
my child is so fortuitous to be able to find someone they're going to spend
Yeah.
their life with.
Yeah.
Come and celebrate with
That
us.
is exactly what it was for my parents, and they were very happy.
Right.
So, yeah, I think I was also happy because they were happy. I was annoyed,
Yeah.
but I was happy. Which is what brings me to the fact that I'm going to enjoy your wedding so much, way more than my own.
Well, it's crazy. So you
Yeah.
had like 600 people at the ceremony, 400 at the section,
Yeah.
and we're having 40. 40. And when we were looking at venues, they are so confused. They're like, it's an Indian wedding, but you have 40 guests?
Yeah.
And they're like, 40? Do you mean 400? And we're like, no. Because Jaydeep said this was something that was so important to him. I think probably, especially after hearing your and Soham's experience, it was really important to him that the people that are there know us
Yeah.
and love us
Yeah.
as a couple and
Yeah.
as individuals.
Yeah.
And that he knows them, right? That he also knows them. Because I have some people in my life who knew me when I was a baby and who have watched me growing up, but I don't really know them,
Yeah.
right? Like they're my parents' friends. So, and he has a lot, that would be a lot of the people that would have been invited if we had got married in Pune.
Right.
There would be people who have
Yep.
known about Jaydeep his
Yep.
whole life, but he doesn't have any type of
Exactly.
relationship with them.
Yep. And probably that would have been way more overwhelming for you.
Oh,
'Cause you
girl, I love to
absolutely-
be the center of attention. I had no problem with that.
That's great.
Right? Like
Maybe
I
you
would be
should do
like,
this input.
I know.
Talking about the ceremonies and everything. So what was your thought process, or how did you think about what kind of events you wanted to include?
So hilariously, I asked Jaydeep, like, how does a wedding go? And
He didn't know.
he could not
Yeah.
tell me. He's going to debate this later, but I'm here to tell you, I asked many times.
This is on record. I can attest.
Yeah. No, he doesn't know. He's like, I just show up for the food. I don't know what's happening.
Actually, same. But yeah.
So I think we are going to do most of a traditional Hindu wedding.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do the 7 steps, but we're
Nice.
going to have them
Customized.
Yeah, we're going to have them explain what they mean to us.
Nice.
Because like one of them is about you have children and they become prosperous, but the actual literal translation is that you will have many sons
Oh my goodness.
in Sanskrit. And I'm like,
See, now you know why I wasn't very keen on it.
I'm not really into having many sons.
You know, in one of those, I think, as far as I remember, it actually says that if death comes for you, the woman says this, if death comes for my husband, I will stand in the way of my death and my husband.
And to be honest with you, right, and then in American weddings, your dad walks you down the aisle because he's literally giving you away.
Yeah,
Like
that
he's
we have
transferring of property, which I think almost
Yep.
every culture has a version of
Yep.
this.
We call it Kanyadan.
No thanks.
And the pundits have very unique ways of defending it these days.
Oh.
But yeah.
And my boss told me that at one of the weddings, the bride sits on her dad's lap.
Yeah, I think it's Tamilian.
Yeah. And Tamil. Yeah. And I was like, that is disturbing.
Wait.
Also, my dad's 70. He can't be like supporting my weight. He'd be like, get off me. He's like very fit, but nonetheless, he'd be like, I'm too bad knees. Get the fuck off me. We have tried to be very intentional about the ceremony, what we want to include, what we don't want to include.
Yeah.
We are going to do our own vows, and I want to say them in English and Marathi.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Because I think we should say them to each other in both of our native languages. And I also want the audience to be able to understand both.
Marathi?
Yeah.
So you can maybe enroll all of them in Marathi classes?
No. Like,
I'm kidding.
Like group discount.
Yeah.
Because his parents,
I can teach.
His parents will be there, and their main language is Marathi.
Yeah.
Like my father-in-law and my mother-in-law both have the ability to speak English.
Yeah.
But much more so than my parents can speak Marathi. But I want them to know what I'm saying to him, and I want them to hear it in Marathi. I want them to experience it. When I went for my friend Kat and Leo's wedding, they said it in, he is French and she is American. Now, she's been in France since she was like 22. So she is also French from a nationality standpoint.
So did they say the vows?
They did. They said the vows in French. They said their vows. No, wait, that sounded a little Russian.
Oh, wow.
They said their vows in French and in English. It was very nice. But they said it in both languages, and I thought, that's super cute because that doesn't exclude anyone.
I agree. That's very nice.
So we will do that. And JD's vows will probably be like, I do. And that's all he's going to say.
Mi karto?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I will say mi karte, and then we'll move on with our lives.
Great.